This is a short introduction to the IntoZetta data quality reporting software, a highly flexible tool with an intuitive interface that allows data quality rules to be easily defined, implemented, measured and tracked. The software can be easily configured to match your organizational structure, allowing you to report on data trends and cleansing progress in a meaningful way. It can be deployed swiftly, either locally or within the cloud, and once implemented, it provides instant reporting on data quality across multiple data sources throughout your business. The software works on tablets, smartphones and laptops, so you can monitor data quality wherever and whenever you wish. When you log into the software, you see the data quality dashboard, which includes a high-level summary of key data quality statistics and trend graphs. These headline statistics can be selected to ensure that the data quality measures that matter most to your business are clearly visible. Within the dashboard, you will also see the task list, messages and recent activity sections, which your team can use to manage a data quality remediation initiative. Using the navigation bar on the left of the screen, you can quickly access the business section of the software and, subject to your user access profile, the maintenance section, which allows you to configure the software and create data quality rules and reports. For this demonstration, we'll start by looking at the reporting screens. Next, we'll look at charts and rankings, and finally, we'll explain how to create the validation rules that underpin the functionality within the software. Reports can be viewed at a number of different levels by business area and data entity, at either a detailed or summary report level. So, if we select Sales and Marketing from the business area and then Customer and Summary, you'll see a list of the data quality rules that have been defined and built for that area. Against each error, you will see further information, including a date stamp, unique error ID, error severity, error count, cleanse group, and cleanse type, which brings visibility to the cleansing activities addressing the data quality issue. Clicking a particular rule shows every instance of that error along with further contextual information about the error. This view is particularly useful when manual cleansing activity is required because it allows the cleanse owner to see all required information in one place. Next, we have charts, which can be selected and viewed across an entire business area, for a particular data entity or for an error group or individual error. Navigation between levels is easy with drill-down functionality, allowing you to click a segment within a chart to quickly display the next level of error detail. Hovering over a segment will display the number of data errors within it. You can remove an error or add it back by clicking the error name above the chart. This is useful for removing or adding high-volume errors that may obscure the overall results. Full-screen display is available for an expanded view of any chart. Graphs are a powerful way of displaying data error trends over time, highlighting the areas where data quality is either improving or degrading. This can help to identify adverse data quality trends, enabling corrective actions to be put in place. As with the pie chart display, hovering over a node on the line graph allows you to see the actual error count at a particular point in time, and again you can remove an error or add it back by clicking the error name above the graph, and the expanded view can be selected when required. The last area in this section is Rankings, which gives you the ability to view data quality statistics in a league table format, showing the best and worst performers, and enabling targeted scrutiny and performance measurement. Rankings can be sorted and filtered as required to highlight particular business areas, error groups, or cleanse groups. There's also the option to restrict the view to certain error severities. For example, we could choose the higher-level error severities only to show those with the highest business impact. Next, let's look at the maintenance section of the software, where we create and implement data quality rules. Firstly, we will define a data quality rule. We start by selecting the appropriate business area, entity, and error group. An error ID is automatically generated to uniquely identify the rule on charts, graphs, and reports. It can also be used in messages and communications to ensure the correct rule is being referenced. Error description should be a meaningful, short description of the error using language that people across the business will understand. Error description will appear on charts, graphs, and reports, so we should avoid confusing or ambiguous terminology. Detailed error description provides more information about the error and can contain a lot of additional text if required. This information will not appear on charts or reports and should be used to help other business users and the technical team to implement the rule correctly. Error severity will typically have a value between 1 and 10, where 10 represents the most severe errors, but the customer can choose a different range if preferred. Data fields can be flagged as optional or mandatory where an empty field is not acceptable. Error group is where similar or related errors can be grouped together for reporting purposes. For example, errors in customer email addresses or customer phone numbers may be grouped under contact. Cleanse group is where we assign an owner to an error to manage the investigation and ultimate remediation of the data quality issue. A cleanse group could be a department, a team, or an individual. Cleanse type will typically be set to investigate initially, to signify that the cleanse owner is exploring the available cleanse options for that error. Cleanse types will vary for each organization, but will typically include automated fix, where multiple instances of an error can be fixed automatically with a known remedial action. There are also likely to be manual fix data errors where the only available option is a line-by-line correction through manual intervention. A value table can be used to allow a list of predefined acceptable values. For example, customer title may have a fixed number of correct values, including Mr., Mrs., Dr., etc. Value tables can easily be updated if new acceptable values are introduced by the business. Implement rule flags the status of the rule and controls whether the rule appears in error charts, graphs, and error reports. If a business rule is no longer required, it can easily be deactivated so it no longer appears. With the first stage complete, we can create the technical implementation of the rule within the SQL detail area. This should be done by someone with SQL skills. The basic SQL structure and syntax is provided by IntoZetta, and the vast majority of rules can be defined with basic SQL understanding. Non-technical users won't need to access this area. It's worth stressing at this point that the skills needed to create rules within the software are very widely available in most larger organizations, and IntoZetta is happy to support those skills during the early stages of operation or supply experienced consultants to provide a client with a turnkey solution. Data storage within the software complies with the strictest of security policies, and data visibility is controlled at a user level to ensure access is limited to individuals with the right permissions. That concludes this short introduction to the software. If you'd like more information about the IntoZetta data quality reporting software or any of our other software and services, please email us or visit our website at intozetta.com.